Hello and welcome to Yoga by the Moon. I'm here to guide you through a practice for the first quarter moon in Capricorn. Here for September 29th is the official day of that, but my name is Michelle. I want to thank you for joining me today. So we are starting to come off of eclipse season, right? Last week, the solar eclipse kind of bookended the actual eclipses. Energy from eclipse season kind of still pulls through for another week or so afterwards, kind of that residue that holds on afterwards. So things might still feel a little muddled, a little sticky, but in this first quarter moon, it's positioned in Capricorn right now, and Capricorn has this determination, this drive, this seriousness about it. When you think of Capricorn, you think of forward momentum and just going. And so those intentions, those seeds of intention that we planted during the solar eclipse can start to grow. They can start to take shape and unfold with this forward momentum of Capricorn. The first quarter moon itself is about action, momentum, forward motion. It's about drive and pursuing things as well. So it very much ties into Capricorn's energy, which, so that the two married together right now is perfect timing to allow those seeds of intention to just start to sprout and flourish within us. And we are actually now in the season of Libra also. And Libra asks us to find balance. Libra is represented by the scales, and scales are all about balancing, right? Now you don't want things too heavy on one side or the other. So we try to find balance. We simultaneously embrace the challenges that life offers us, but we also go with the flow of life's unfolding rather than forcing anything. So we embrace challenge and flow in this practice today, while we also have that forward momentum. We take advantage of that vivaciousness that the first quarter moon and that the moon positioned in Capricorn offers us to drive forward with our goals, but also kind of going with the flow in life. And in our practice today, we will do a little bit of both, and we will even find some balance. So we will have that forward momentum, find balance with that drive, that energy, and then we will find balance with ease also in this practice. And then we will find literal balance. I do have one singular balance posture in this practice today, just to kind of allow us to have that focus and that continued drive and that continued mission of allowing those seeds of intention to grow and nurture. So I hope you will join me on the mat for our practice. We will begin in a simple, easy seat called Sukhasana in Sanskrit. So we'll just sit cross-legged, however is comfortable for you on your mat. Hands down on your knees. Maybe find a soft gaze, or maybe even close your eyes and just take a moment to arrive on your mat, to be in your body. Find that equilibrium in yourself. And as we do that, we will do our opening breath work for this practice. We will be doing Brahmari breath, which is also known as bee breath. And it's called that because it kind of sounds like a buzzing. And in order to do bee breath, you're going to take your thumbs and kind of plug your ears a little bit, and then cover your face with your other fingers. If you have glasses like I do, you want to kind of stretch your fingers out pretty far. And again, you can have that soft gaze, or you can close your eyes. And we're going to inhale and exhale both through the nose. But as we exhale, we're going to hum, and it's going to sound like a bee buzzing. And we will we'll do this 6 times. 6 is the number for the divine feminine. It is also the number that is in alignment with Libra. It allows us to strike balance. It allows us to find harmony, and it allows us to access our deeper recesses of our hearts, our souls, our minds, our soul's purpose. And in doing that, we can allow that forward momentum and those seeds of intention to continue to grow within ourselves. So we will do this 6 times. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And as you exhale, we're going to hum. So our first breath, inhale, exhale. Again. Two more just like that. Inhale. Last one. And when you release that last exhale, you can release your hands back, palms down on your knees. That Brahmari breath is simultaneously energizing and calming. Such a great way to incorporate that energy of this moon with that action driving with the energy, but also the energy of Libra in terms of balance, finding energy and calm in the same thing. You'll feel that humming resonating in your body, that prana, that energy, that moving and circulating in you, allowing the energy of this moon phase to take hold of you. If you are ready, you may open your eyes if they were closed, or softly as it had that soft gaze. And we're going to stay in seated position for one more posture, but this time we're going to bring our feet together in front of us. Now your heels can be very close to you if you have very open hips, or they can be very far away if you need to create space for the belly, or if you just have very tight hips. But wherever you are, take your hands, grasp at your ankles, and pull that chest through, kind of like a cow posture, but here seated, and you'll feel that hip release, that hip opening. It's calming posture. We can be here for a few breaths, and if you would like, you can release the ankles and give yourself a nice little foot massage to kind of find some ease. Give yourself some tender, loving care whenever you can. I know it seems a little silly to give yourself a foot massage, but it still feels good. Take that moment for yourself. And whenever you are ready, we're going to meet in all fours, tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and then we are going to go right into cat-cow. Pull that belly to the floor on an inhale and look up. Exhale, arch your spine, round through, looking down, cat. Take a few more of these in your own breath. Find whatever movement in this posture feels right and good in your body, and just arrive in this space. Wherever you are, we will do one more of each. Inhale, cat, cow, exhale, cat. Inhale back to tabletop, and as you do, walk those hands about one more hand length in front of you, and then on an exhale, come up on the toes, lift those hips to the sky, Downward facing dog. Pedal those heels out. Walking a little bit in our dog. Bending one knee generously. Straightening the other. Feel that stretch along the calf muscle, maybe up and through the hamstring. And then switch legs, straightening the other leg and bending the other knee generously. Feel that stretch in the back of your leg. All right, when you're ready, find stillness in your dog, lifting those hips, having a nice upward, upside down V shape in your body. Nice neutral neck. And then on an inhale, we're going to lift that right leg to the sky. And then exhale as many steps as you need. Bring that right foot forward between your hands on the mat. Spin that back heel down so that your left heel goes towards the bottom right corner of your mat, toes pointed towards the top left. And then when you are ready, we are going to rise up, bending through that right knee, straight, keeping that back left leg straight, raising those arms to the sky in a warrior one. Nice strong posture here, posture for focus, for drive and forward momentum. Inhale, exhale, take that left hand down the back of the left thigh and reach that right arm up and overhead as you tilt a little bit backwards and get a nice side body stretch on the right side in a reverse warrior. Inhale, come back to warrior one. We will do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, reverse your warrior. This time on an inhale, keep that front leg bent. And we're going to bring our right elbow down onto the top of our right thigh. And we're going to make a straight line from our heel of our left leg all the way up with our left arm on a diagonal in an extended side angle pose. Nice long reach in your side angle. And then when you are ready, step that left foot up just a bit, straighten that right leg, reaching that right hand down more towards the bottom of the mat. If you don't reach the bottom of the mat, you can hold on to your shin. You can grab a block and keep your hand up on the block, but keep that left arm up towards the sky in a triangle posture. Nice side body stretch. Activating through our body, activating that energy, keeping that vivaciousness in our body. When you're ready, look down at your foot, your right foot. Place one hand on either side of that right foot. Step it back to meet the left in a plank. You can either skip this chaturanga and go straight to down dog, or you can take plank, go forward on your toes a little bit, down into chaturanga. Push up, upward facing dog. And then exhale into a downward facing dog. Take a moment to arrive in your down dog. On your next inhale, lift that left leg to the sky. Exhale, step that left foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down. And rise on up into warrior one, other side. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down the right leg. Left arm comes up and over behind us, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior one. 2 more like that. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, reverse your warrior. On your next inhale, this left elbow is going to come down. to the left thigh on the top. We're going to make a nice straight line from the bottom of our right ankle all the way up out our right fingertips, an extended side angle. It's kind of like an arrow showing the direction we want to go. We want that forward momentum. We have that energy reaching all through our body in this posture. One more breath like this. And when you're ready, step that right foot up just a little bit to shorten your stance and straighten through that left leg. Keep your body reaching your left arm to the floor and your right arm to the sky in triangle pose. Again, you can touch, maybe you touch the floor. Maybe that's not accessible to you. Maybe you come up on your shin or even up on your thigh, but not on your knee because you don't want to lock it out. If you have a block or a pillow nearby, maybe you use the block for support. So you can find that lift in your upper spine without locking out that knee. One more breath like this. When you're ready, look down at your left foot. Plant a hand on either side of your left foot. And this time step your right foot to meet the left. I'm going to come to the center of the mat so you can see me a little better. We're going to heel toe, our feet out wide. Your toes are pointing to the outer corners of the mat. Your heels are pointed in, and you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Just take a few breaths here to find that balance, to bring ease back into your body after bringing that heat. One more breath like this. And then we're going to bend through our legs, maybe heel toe them in just a little bit so that they're a little closer to your hands, a little closer to being under your hips. Bend through those knees, and we're going to rise on up like we're sitting in a chair, in a wide-legged chair variation. We're going to hold here just for a few breaths. This is a very energizing posture, very, very forward momentum, Capricorn driven posture. One more breath in. Exhale, rise all the way up. Bring your hands to heart center and step those feet under your hips. And take a nice breath into Tadasana, mountain pose. Arrive here. Feel that energy in your body. Remember those seeds of intention that we had planted last week. And keep those in mind. Keep those in your focus, in your heart. When you're ready, we're going to do that one balancing posture that I was mentioning earlier. Find all four corners of your right foot and then slowly shift your weight into your right foot. When you're ready, maybe you just come up on your toes on your left foot with your left heel resting against your right ankle. Maybe you bring it onto the sole of that foot onto your right shin. Maybe you bring it all the way up onto your right thigh. Wherever you are, do not, see, if you fall, your yoga mat will catch you. Wherever you are, do not place your left foot on your right knee. It will lock out that knee joint, and you do not want to do that. I want to find a drishti, which in Sanskrit is a focal point, a point of focus. Soft gaze off ahead of you to help you maintain your balance. Bring that energy of Libra into this posture. Libra is allowing us to find ease and turn inward while still having forward momentum in our goals. That balance. One more breath in. On your next exhale, slowly, as gracefully as you can, bring that left leg to the floor. Now you can shake out those legs, do a little wiggle, whatever you need to to kind of reset your body before we shift to the other side. Find all four corners of your left foot now and shift your weight into that left foot. Now, both sides of your balance are going to be different. Each side of our body is different. So just honor wherever each side is today. And if it is drastically different, that is okay. That definitely happens. So maybe on the other foot, maybe on the other side, you're able to bring your leg all the way up to your thigh. Maybe on this side, you can only have your toes on the mat. Maybe they're on your shin. Or maybe they are still all the way up on your inner thigh. Wherever you are, do not place it on your knee. Find that drishti. Keeping my hands at heart center so that I can honor that in those seeds of intention that we've planted there for the solar eclipse. Allowing things to energize, to nurture those seeds, the prana that is circulating in our body right now, the prana, that energy, that life force, to sustain those dreams, those intentions, and nurture them, to allow them to grow. Having that focus, that forward momentum that Capricorn and the first quarter moon are bringing us. One more breath in. As you exhale, slowly bring that right foot to meet the left. Once again, shake out those legs. And on an inhale, sweep those arms all the way up overhead in the sun. Sweep up. Exhale, hands down in heart center all the way down to a forward fold. Keep those knees generously bent in this forward fold. And on an inhale, have a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And when you are ready, we are going to drop onto our knees like we were going to be in tabletop, but instead of going into tabletop, bring those hips to your heels, arms outstretched in front of you into a child's pose. A much earned rest, a surrender, surrendering to what the universe is bringing us. Surrender to that life force, that going with the flow idea. On an inhale, look up at your hands, and we're going to press on forward onto our bellies on our hands. We are going to keep our elbows in sort of this L shape on each side and pull our chest through into a Sphinx posture. This is a simultaneously energizing and calming posture. It has that forward momentum and drive that we need in this first quarter moon, this energy of Capricorn bringing it to us, bringing us that heart opening that Libra asks of us, that kind of calming, restful focus. One more breath in. As you exhale, you can either come back to child's pose or you can do a yogi pancake and come onto your back for a shavasana. Stretch out those legs in front of you. Bring those hands palm up to the sky, or maybe together at heart center. Maybe one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Wherever you are, find a soft gaze or close your eyes. Take a moment as I guide you through a meditation for this first quarter moon. Remember the intention you set for yourself during the solar eclipse, how you'd like the rest of the year to unfold. Bring to mind these seeds of intention planted. Envision this first quarter moon shining its light on those seeds. This radiance of this moon pours love. It fosters growth in these seeds, and they begin to sprout. You can feel this loving, nurturing energy vibrating through your body. Now bring your hands together over your heart space and invite this light within, this energy inside of you. Allow it to fill you with peace, clarity, and love. The clarity that you are bringing into you, that this moon is shining onto you, will carry you through these coming days as you continue to nurture and grow those seeds of intention. Feel the light of this moon. Even though it is called the quarter moon because we're actually only seeing a quarter of it, it looks like a half moon in the sky. So half dark, half light, that balance of Libra. So feel that balance in yourself. Feel that energy humming in your body. Feel that love. And all of this energy will drive us forward with love and peace and clarity. Take one more breath in for yourself. And on an exhale, release any of those stresses or worries that are holding you back from continuing to move forward. Honor all that you are right now. Recognize that you have everything within you that you need to foster these seeds, to nurture these seeds of intention, to carry you forward with love and peace. Let the energy of this first quarter moon, let the energy of Capricorn, let the energy of Libra bring you clarity and peace. When you're ready, you can slowly flutter your eyes open if they were closed, or a soft gaze. Find some gentle movement in your body. Maybe give yourself a hug. And when you're ready, roll to one side slowly, pressing yourself up to a seat so we can close out our practice for today. I hope that this practice gave you a boost of energy, gave you a bit of calm as well. Our next practice will be for October 7th, which will be the full moon in Libra, and it will be the harvest moon. So that will be a fun practice that I hope you join me for. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for always joining me and practicing with me and moving with me. I know that my setup is very simplistic and that I don't have much to offer, but I hope that the things that I offer bring you peace, joy, and love. And from my heart to yours, namaste.